She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain, Book 3, Chapter Mastering Erotic Communication. As we advance on our journey toward orgasmic mastery, we must address the bridge that connects your internal progress to your shared reality, intimate communication. Sexual literacy is not merely about what you do with your body, it is about the language you use to navigate the vulnerable space between two people. In professional sexology, we recognize that the wrong word at the wrong time acts as a neurological brake, instantly triggering the amygdala and shutting down the pleasure response. Before we dive into the mechanics of dialogue, there is a vital prerequisite: transparency. If you have a partner, I strongly urge you to disclose that you are undergoing this professional training. Frame it not as a response to a problem, but as a commitment to excellence. Tell him, I am developing my sensuality and feminine health to ensure our life together is even more vibrant and fulfilling. This creates a collaborative atmosphere, which is essential as we move into shared exercises. If you are currently without a partner, treat this chapter as the instruction manual for your future relationships. Part 1. The Verbal Toxicity Audit. The forbidden phrases. Certain phrases act as psychological toxins, destroying trust and inducing performance anxiety. To maintain a safe erotic environment, you must permanently excise the following 7 patterns from your vocabulary. Are you finished yet? How much longer? This is perhaps the most damaging phrase in the bedroom. Whether spoken by a man to a woman or vice versa, it transforms pleasure into a chore. It signals impatience and exhaustion, causing the partner to feel like a burden. This leads to faking pseudo-orgasms and a long-term avoidance of intimacy to escape the pressure of a deadline. Next phrase: everyone else liked this, why don't you? Comparison is the death of intimacy. This phrase attacks the partner's uniqueness and creates a sensory reflex of defensiveness. Every sexual relationship is a new startup. What worked with a previous partner is irrelevant. This comment only serves to mask one's own insecurity by attempting to belittle the partner. Next phrase: it feels like you only want me for sex. While this often stems from a lack of adequate prelude, foreplay, expressing it this way creates a wall of guilt. For men whose erogenous zones are primarily centered in the genitals, reaching for you is their way of seeking connection. Instead of accusing, guide him toward the extragenital stimulation you need. Next phrase: it seems like you don't even want sex. This is the reactive counterpart to the previous phrase. Usually spoken by the partner with a higher sexual libido, it ignores the biological reality that a lack of desire is often a result of a lack of satisfaction. It triggers a shame response that further lowers libido. Next phrase: my ex used to do it better. This is an act of infantile hostility. Comparing a partner's performance to a predecessor's creates a deep emotional wound that can take years to heal. It destroys the safety signal required for the brain to allow an orgasm to occur. Next phrase: is that all you can do? A phrase designed to emasculate or humiliate. Often used as a form of revenge for non-sexual grievances, it creates a permanent complex of inadequacy. Sex should be a space of mutual growth, not a courtroom for judgment. Next phrase: the woodpecker inquest. Does this feel good? How about now? And here? While feedback is important, constant questioning pulls the partner out of their sensory experience and back into their analytical mind. It disrupts the flow state and becomes a source of irritation rather than connection. Part 2. The protocol for feedback. If we cannot use these phrases, how do we communicate? The key is to move from verbal interrogation to somatic signaling. Establish a safe code. Before the act, agree on nonverbal signals. A specific sound, moaning, a squeeze of the hand, or a change in breath can signal more of this or less of that. The study session rule. If you are experimenting with new techniques learned in this course, explicitly state, tonight is a laboratory night. I may ask questions to see how my body responds to these new touches. This sets the expectation and prevents the woodpecker effect from being annoying. Positive reinforcement. Men, in particular, respond best to what is working. Instead of saying, don't do that, try, I love it when you go slower, or it feels amazing when you focus right here. Discover the secrets to nurturing your lifestyle and love style at Wish for Love. The electronic version of all chapters from the full book, She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain, can be found at wishforlove.org.